Help support our coverage with a free account on Privacy, the service that keeps you protected when shopping online. Get $5 to try it now by using promo code QZZ2J. And so I believe we have our next guest, it looks like, already in the studio. So with that, hello, how are you? Your mic is muted. There we go.
Hello, Scott. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Go ahead and introduce yourself for me.
Yeah, for sure. My name is Arnaud. I am the founder and the CEO of Domalys.
Okay, and what is it that you've got going on this year?
We are here to present our company, Domalys, and our new product, Aladin. To know, Domalys is a leader company in co-designing solutions for senior-specific needs, so that they can remain independent. And the unique quality of Domalys is to co-design all our products with healthcare professionals and elder people. So with their input, we are sure to 100% that our product can fit totally to their needs. And so we want to present Aladin. Aladin is a smart lamp with a Jennings style. I can show you if you want. I can show the product.
Okay.
Like lamp for assisted living, nursing home. Aladin is, maybe you know, but each year, 2 out of 3 people aged over 85 a year old fall. And the medical costs associated to these falls are estimated to $35,000 per fall. And there is also a considerable risk of lawsuit. So to fight this problem, we invent Aladin. And how does it work? Can I explain you how does it work?
Yes, please.
So basically, it's a lot of technology inside, but made it simple. There's 3 major features. The first one is like prevention. Thanks to different sensors like movement, luminosity, array sensor, different sensor, we can learn about day and night activity. And if there is something uncharacteristic who has happened, for example, if the elderly get up more and more during the night, or if it go very slow, maybe it could be a sign of declining health. And Aladin is able to know about that and to send a notification to prevent the caregivers, family, or nurse also. The second feature is intelligent lighting. Thanks to in the bottom, you can see in the bottom, you can see the light. For example, when the elderly get up during the night, generally there's a lot of fall during the night. Aladin will light the way to go to the toilets, and thanks to that, we are able to reduce falls by 75%. And third one is thanks to different sensor. Aladin is able also to know if person will fall or not. And if elderly fall, we directly send an alert to the caregiver, to the nurse, in order to act very quickly and to help the elderly who have a problem.
Okay, so this is designed to be in a assisted living facility in the residents' rooms with sensors in it to be able to alert the nurses and the ALF staff to
Yes.
to issues Particularly the one that stands out to me, of course, is the fall detection. Because normally, if you've got something like that, it requires, wearing something, which can be annoying for a lot of people. I'm not a big fan of wearing things. I have a couple of smartwatches and I usually wear them for 2 or 3 hours and I'm like, all right, well, that's enough of that. And, and I go back to nothing.
Yeah.
And so this allows you to have that capability without the wearable device.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
We work a lot with the elderly people. We work a lot with caregivers because we know that elderly don't want to have a necklace, don't want to wear something. And one thing you have to know, it's wearable, for example, like Apple Watch or can be able to detect a very soft fall. 80% of fall are soft fall. It means you don't fall like that. You
Right.
fall, oh, I'm not very good, or and you go really slow. So thanks to Aladin, we are able to detect all kind of falls. And it means you don't need to wear anything. Aladin is able to detect all kind of falls and directly send an alert to a smart badge like this, and you can and the caregiver or the nurse will see in which room is it and can go very fast to the room to help the elderly people. And so we can decide if which kind of fall is it. And after, thanks to our software, we have a software management system, and the director of nurse, for example, is able to manage, to have a global view, to have all information of each room. For example, maybe if in one room the door is open or the window is open, we know also there is it's too cold, for example, and you have to go to the room to close the window. So you have a lot of other information. It's not only false, it's also to prevent and to act for prevention.
That's really fantastic because when we think about either ALFs or hospital rooms, right? And when I think of a hospital room, I see in my head a bar similar to that above the bed,
Yeah.
right? That is the standard thing, and kind of all it is there's a chain on one side that turns on a light and a rope on the other side. I'm out of
That's right.
a rope on the other side that calls the nurse, and that's kind of all there is to it. But you have to be close to it to be
Yes,
able to do anything
exactly.
about it, and you have to do something about it. If it's a bad fall, for example, if you've hit
Sometimes
your head, you could be knocked out.
yeah, it's a lot of time people are not able to press the button, so it's impossible for us. And thanks to Aladin, you don't need to do anything. Aladin is able, thanks to the sensor in the bottom and the top, if the person is on the ground, and so you send out. You don't have to do anything. It's directly connected to the nurse, and it's really interesting for that.
Yeah, that's really fantastic. Now, obviously, your focus is on ALFs, right? But do you also make this available? Maybe if you've got somebody living in your home, you're taking care of your mother-in-law or something like that, that you'd be able to keep track of them in another room.
Today to the CES, and we are really focused to assisted living,
Okay.
nursing home, hospital. Aladin is also able to work at home, but we really want to develop first assisted living. We have
Sure.
more than 5,000 beds who are equipped with Aladin, and now we want to get more in the US, and after to go to the to help elderly people at home that you have to go step by step.
Okay, fair enough. You've got your target demo. You know who you are,
Yeah.
and I always appreciate that you've got a goal, and your goal is to help assisted living facilities. And I think that's a fantastic goal. My my grandparents were in ALFs up until the end of their lives, and the monitoring and the interaction with the staff was never it's always asynchronous, right? It's they
Yeah.
happen to come by and check on you, and hopefully things are good, and if not, everybody goes into panic mode. But
Mm.
with this, it's not quite so asynchronous, right? It's kind of something happened and everybody knows.
Yeah, you can you that's it's very interesting. Aladin is like a friend. It means
Hmm.
it's useful for the elderly because only when you get up during the night, Aladin will help you because he will light the way to go to the toilet. So elderly
Yeah.
people lag that, and nurse also because they know when people get up or when people fall. So it's really it's a peace of mind
Yeah.
for elderly, it's a peace of mind for nurse, it's a peace of mind for family. So it's a really revolution for assisted living.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking was, it's not just yeah, it adds convenience for the person in the room, right? That with the light and things like that, it adds some security for the staff at the ALF. But you're absolutely right; it adds peace of mind for the family who can't be there.
Yeah,
I know the amount of stress that the ALF and not ever knowing exactly what was happening put on my mother
mhm.
while her parents were in an ALF, and she's sitting here listening to you, by the way, and you can I can see on her face the difference that this would have made. I know that there was a lot of stress. There was a lot of stress on her during that time, and this really would have alleviated that. So, as somebody with a background, uh, as a family member of this, I appreciate this product a
Yeah.
lot.
And some family call us to say, hey, Domalys, can you install Aladin in this facility because my mother
Uh
is
huh.
living there. So well, first we are focused to assisted living, but a lot of people call our company in order to install Aladin inside the assisted living
Well, you know what? If
because they know it's a peace of mind for the family and so after for sure for the nurse.
there's there's no better sales funnel for you than people recommending
Yeah,
possible customers.
yeah, sure. Yeah,
Well,
we are very. Yeah.
if people want to find out more about your product, maybe they're they work for an ALF, or maybe they're a family member who wants to recommend a facility to you.
Yeah,
How can they find out more?
they can do it. It's easy. They can go in our website in domalys.us, or they can call directly our office in Miami also because we get an office in Miami. I can give you the phone if you want. It is sorry. Ta-da-da.
Well, I'll tell you, Miami
I
is the right place for you to be.
Yes, in Miami, there's a lot of assisted living and a lot of people.
There's
But
there's another great company based out of South Florida that deals with elder care, which is not in assisted living, so kind of the other side of things, right? And they're Papa, who just went national yesterday, I think. So
but number is the phone number is 305-772-5215.
fantastic.
305-772-5215 or domalys.us or domalys.com also.
Well, thank you so much for coming on and talking about this. Again, obviously this hits home for a lot of people, but being in Florida myself right now, you know, I
Nice.
I can understand probably better than most why you have an office here in Florida because it's it's a big topic here. So, thanks for coming and talking to us, and thanks for building this product. I hope you have a lot of success.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye, Scott. See you.
I hope you enjoyed that interview, and if you did, make sure you check out some of the more than 100 interviews we conducted during the virtual CES 2021 coverage. And of course, subscribe here on YouTube, hit the notification bell to learn when we post new content and when we go live.